Yesterday, some pretty interesting news came out of Russia actually. So, President Putin of Russia signs a decree allowing Westerners to easily move to Russia in order to escape the neoliberal order and embrace those of family and tradition and freedom of thought, something in which some Western countries, some more than others, are guilty of losing. Their touch, their way of life has simply eroded a little bit. This is a pretty interesting article, and I'm going to bring it to us right now, actually. So this is a Russian news agency. I believe it's called TASS, and it is a state-owned agency as well, I believe. So this comes directly from the government. Russia offers safe haven for people trying to escape the Western liberal ideals. Under the document, such foreign nationals will have the right to apply for temporary residence in Russia outside the quota approved by the Russian government and without providing documents confirming their knowledge of the Russian language, Russian history, and basic laws. So this was August 19th, meaning yesterday. Moscow will provide assistance to any foreigners who want to escape the neoliberal ideals being put forward in their countries and move to Russia, where traditional values reign supreme, according to a decree signed by President Vladimir Putin. Now, I wouldn't advise you actually going to Russia. It has a pretty bad history of leadership and a century of very bad leadership, I would say. But still, yet again, if you're looking for a pretty big risk, but a pretty big reward, maybe. It could be a high risk, low rewards thing as well. I don't know. This could be it, actually. You will probably, if you're an engineer or something like that, you could actually have a pretty nice life in Russia, probably. But I would say the risk is pretty high as well. Applications may be based on the rejection of their country's policies aimed at imposing destructive neoliberal ideals on people, which run counter to traditional Russian spiritual and moral values. The values are listed in the foundations of Russia's state policy in this field, while the Russian government is expected to compile a list of countries imposing unhealthy attitudes on their citizens. The Foreign Ministry has been instructed to start issuing 3-month visas to such applicants as early as in September. So this is rolling out pretty quickly. This is the next month, actually. In February, Putin supported the idea of Italian student Irene Cecchini, not quite sure how to pronounce that Russia should ease entry rules for those who share traditional, cultural, and family values. The head of state agreed that each case requires an individual approach. So if you're looking for a way out, simply, if you're just embracing the defeatism in countries such as the UK or Britain, maybe this is something for you. Something to, put a bit of spice in your life, right? Because in your own country, freedom of speech isn't protected. Not the speech you actually want to talk about. Maybe, say, for example, I don't believe you can actually be gay in Russia. I believe homosexuality is a crime in Russia. I do not know for certain, but I believe the pride parades are quickly quelled with and swept under the rug as well. But still, if you have these values, the traditional values of a Western society, I believe Russia could actually be a place for you. I don't mean to say that this is a good place to be in. It's pretty much not as good as any Western country or any counterpart in the Western hemisphere. But it is a different, say, a way of life, a different set of rules that are applied to you. And if you find these rules to be nice, simply, then it wouldn't be a bad idea. It wouldn't just be a good idea either. It's a high risk, high rewards situation. The low reward could actually be there in as well, depending on what you're doing. But if you are, say, for example, a doctor or engineer, you'll probably be taken care of pretty good in this country. I think I'll just leave it there, honestly. Leave a like, subscribe, share this, and I'll see you in the next video coming up later today. See ya.